Previously on Survivor Northeastern, Sasha pulled out a miraculous immunity win.
I'm just gonna breathe.
That is correct!
Oh!
Mila's fake idol clue made her an easy target instead.
I basically just said to her, I was like, so this is the real clue, huh? She's not good at lying at all.
Sasha thought there was a girls' alliance.
So we're the 4 girls left, and we decided that we want Austin Shaughnessy to go tonight.
But at Tribal Council, she was blindsided when Mila was sent to the jury. 6 players left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I don't want to take the stairs, but I will feel bad for myself for not taking the stairs. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Claire, I've been as nice as Mila. And, Mila's like to have fun.
No questions.
No. We switched the plan.
We had discussed voting Austin, and then like last second, Sasha wanted to change to Lucas. And I didn't actually even see that message until like mid-tribal.
And Sasha kind of turned to me and goes, "What happened? I thought we were voting Austin." And I looked her dead in the eye and said, "Who wrote my name down?"
She went off with Annika and I right after tribal. And she was just like, "What happened? I thought we were voting Lucas." And I was just like, "I thought we switched the plan to Mila." And then Annika made up some other excuse like, "Oh, Mila was the bigger threat or something." I mean, with her fake idol skills, definitely biggest threat, so.
The only person that I know that I can't beat prior to the that I'd have trouble beating would be Lucas, and I think he's the biggest threat right now.
The fact that they said most likely that they're actually running this game right now is me, that I was voted that. If I make it to the end, I can say that, and I think I win this game. That being said, I think Annika was always worried about that. She's much more jury-based. I'm much more surviving in the next vote. She's more saving the jury, so because she thinks we already kind of won the next vote.
I'd say if you asked me a week ago, I was more confident I could beat you head to toe. I'm losing that confidence in myself. Kim doesn't like me anymore. Sasha doesn't like me. Moya likes you as a person more than he likes me as a person. Mila's likes you as a person more than she likes me as a person.
But you have, I think, better arguments as to what you did in this game.
What's my argument? You're the one that's had to talk to the people. You're the one that was tight with more people down the stretch.
My major competition is Lucas, because everything that has happened has been pretty much in tandem. Like, I've made a move, he's made a move. Like, we're pretty evenly matched. My asset, comparatively to him, is going to be my relationship to people. However, that being said, I totally screwed over way more people than he did. At least, I broke a lot more trust.
I trust Annika and Lucas the most, but they're the 2 people that can probably beat me in the end. So it's like, do I bring them to the end because, if it's final 3 or final 2 even, they'll take me? Or do I get them out, leave people that might not take me, and then risk, losing that final challenge, and then I'm obviously going home. No one wants that. All these viewers, no one wants that.
What happens if one of us wins?
One of us wins, we're fine. We don't.
Are we though? They can still. If you win, they can still go 2 votes against me and force a challenge.
No, because then they become at risk if it's a challenge.
That's true. So we say we go together. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
One of us has to win.
Oh my god. Which is why I'd rather have Kayla in the game than Jay-Z.
Same.
So at 5 we have to go Jay-Z.
Especially because I think we could beat Kayla.
Who is our solid third? We're deciding between Jonathan and Austin. If we go with Austin, the idea is we can pin one on Jonathan, and then at 4, we go, everyone likes Kayla. And I think Austin really would be okay with that. Jonathan has said he's kind of okay with that, but Jonathan's also said he's okay with Tiger Boy, so it depends on who he's playing, whether it's me or Annika in that way.
I have Tiger Boys, which is myself, Austin, and Lucas. I have talked just with Annika and Kayla by themselves, us 3 together, and made a deal with them.
Jonathan said, "I'm willing to take Lucas to the finals." He basically said the jury likes the underdog. And I think Austin's saying the same thing. The jury loves the underdog, But that's not if the bulldog's still in the game. I think right now, if you're saying who's the most vocal, who's the most physical, who's the loudest, who's the person talking with the most people, if you were to compare the boys, I think it's Jonathan or I, and I'm obviously the louder individual. And so honestly, I'm fine with them thinking that. They take me to the end, and yeah, they fly under the radar. Their story is I did this. My story is I told you exactly where I'm gonna go. I was the loud person, I won a bunch of challenges, and I still made it. I was voted most likely to be running this game, and I still made it. That's hard to beat.
So, we are at Cargill, because our clue has a car and gills from Nemo on it. And we found these sea benches. But it's not here! Ah! I still don't think anybody has it, unless Austin has it. But I don't think he does. So, I don't know where it could be. Like, I don't know, man. Should we look in this little thing? Okay, it's raining too hard.
So where'd you guys look the other day?
All over the water bottom.
Really? It's definitely there though.
So
Of course, the clues at least.
the one thing I was saying is there's a bunch of C-shaped benches,
Well, that's it.
and I looked under all of them. Nothing.
What the hell?
I still don't understand what it has to do with Snake, Emperor's New Groove, conch shell. S? Snake?
Do you have an S? Stars?
Wait,
Is
yeah.
there stars?
No, Stern's that one.
But is it?
Or no, it's that one.
Is it in the lot?
It's right next to Noel's.
Everyone's
Where the fuck are they?
So we showed our idols to Shaughnessy, we play them at 5, and there's 4 of us.
The only thing that'll screw us is if that 4th person wins the immunity challenge.
Well, even if Shaughnessy wins,
If Shaughnessy wins, I think we're okay.
because you think he'll actually stick with
I
us.
think he'll actually stick with us.
If we tell him about our idols,
If we tell him about our idols. So here's the thing though. We played those idols. We found the idols in the game. Like
that makes us look
we're
a lot stronger. Yeah.
crap. We can't play the idols. Lucas, only one of us can play an idol.
As soon as we play those idols, they go, they can beat me. They don't want to take me final 3. That's why it's important, if we do use those, we need to have let at least one other person know, or me and Annika have to be tight that we're going to the end.
So I almost wonder if we don't play it at all at 5, and I hold on to it, and then at 3, when we get to the final tribal, I whip it out and be like, I don't even need to play this.
Yeah.
I've had this since the beginning, and I haven't even played it.
But if you do that, then I should do that.
Well, I think
You know what I mean?
true.
So either we both play it or we both don't play it.
I know.
Yeah, you're calling. I'm calling. I found the last idol. You have to play first. I'm calling that. Come on, that's only fair. That's only fair. I didn't have to tell you about that idol. I could have walked away.
This is true. I heard the brick fall.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no brick. I totally could have not told you about that though. It was 4 a.m. I could have walked away and came back an hour later.
You could have. You totally could have.
You have to play your idol first.
Okay guys, welcome to your next challenge. First off, Sasha, I'll take this back. Alright. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. How this challenge is gonna work is I'm gonna read you guys a story. It's going to have many details.
I sucked at the second CTs.
In the other rooms, there are questions. It'll have like 3 answer choices, so you have to choose which one you think is right. Under each of the cups, there are Scrabble tiles. Take that tile and come back in here and open it. After you have all 8 correct ones, you have to unscramble the word to win immunity. Okay, so it was a beautiful sunny Sunday morning when I, Casey, the fabulous host of Survivor Boston, decided to spend my day sightseeing. I started my day like any other at Pavement Coffee, where I got a medium latte, 4 glazed donuts, and 1 breakfast sandwich. After eating my breakfast, I jumped on the orange line and proceeded to Haymarket. I decided to buy some produce while I was there. After looking around for an hour, I eventually settled on a pound of cherries, 3 sweet potatoes, and a bag of oranges. Looking at all this fruit made me hungry, so I walked over to Modern Pastry in the North End for a quick snack. What can I say? I was feeling naughty that day. A tall, short man served me a chocolate chip cannoli. I walked over to Faneuil Hall so that I could see some street performers. One performer was wearing a green kilt. I decided to tip him 4 $1 bills and a $1 coin. I also gave him my number. A new group of street performers came by. It was a dance crew of 7 guys, and the big finale was that the main dancer front flipped over the others. I went home and took a 3-hour nap. When I woke up, I realized that I had an Instagram direct message from my acquaintance, Veronica, asking if I wanted to go and get dinner with her. I obviously accepted the offer, but demanded we go to my favorite restaurant, the Cheesecake Factory. We sat in the booth and both ordered fettuccine alfredo and a slice of cake. I got a slice of red velvet cheesecake, while Veronica got a slice of the salted caramel cheesecake. After all that dairy, my bowels hated me. I made a mad dash for the nearest restroom. One stall was out of order, leaving only 2 left for use. Okay, so that's the story.
Oh, that was impressive.
Oh, that was long.
Yeah.
Wow. Survivors ready? Go!
Go take the cup. Sasha!
You served the cup? I didn't know we're not taking the cup. I just take one. Oh.
Green. Oh, yeah, green.
Okay, how many stalls in the bathroom? I have no idea. Fucking it. Fuck. Woo!
Luke, she started that Cayman.
Thank you. Yo, it's Modern Pastry. Modern Pastry.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, we're good there.
Hey, right here.
Oh, fuck this up though.
An hour.
An hour? You sure?
70%.
I don't know.
Hey, how many street performers do you have to crew?
Right? Is it an hour?
7.
Here?
You sure?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. You good? Everyone's ready? Yeah. What the fuck is this? Hey, look.
Oh shit.
One word.
One word.
Hey, check.
Alright, that is correct.
Let's go!
Oh, nice.
That was tough.
Congratulations, Lucas. Guaranteed a 1 in 5 shot at winning this game. As for the rest of you, one of you will be leaving at Tribal Council.
That challenge wore me out. It was a lot of running. I was tired. It was hard to get the papers off the tiles. Wasn't an easy challenge, but I helped Luke out with a couple questions, and he ended up winning the challenge. And all that really mattered was that Sasha didn't win. And since she didn't win, she's going home. I think we all know if she makes the end, she wins. So it doesn't make any sense to keep her along, keep her around.
And this is what we needed anyway. Now we
Yeah.
get to the final 5. We get to say Qdoba crew.
Crew.
We get ourselves burritos. I'm definitely gonna feel bad because she does deserve to be sitting there with us in a Final Four situation. She's played a really good game and it's gonna totally suck. And if things were any different, if I wasn't feeling so tight with the 5 setup and you know, I thought that I didn't have any other options, she absolutely would be there. Sitting right next to us all. But unfortunately it didn't work out that way.
Qdoba crew just formed on the first day. There was no like, oh, I want these people in my lines. It was just 5 people. I was the one who started. I was just like, hey, does anyone want to be in an alliance? And then we were all like, sure. So that's how it started, and then we really didn't have to vote, together until merge, basically. I think it is impressive, and it does say a lot that we were able to stick together, getting out every single person. I think the reason that we did stick together is normally there is a hierarchy, and people know, these two people are on top, these two people are on bottom, so then they want to change things up. But I feel like everyone in Cadoba Crew thinks they're on top, which is why it stuck so long, because everyone's like, oh, I can beat everyone else, and like every time we talk, everyone's like, oh, well, we all have like a good reason why we'd win in the end. I don't think that's true, personally. I think it's definitely myself, Annika, and Lucas on top.
Lucas is a strong player. He's at the forefront of everything. People think he's the leader of Tigres. Annika has been feisty this entire game, and people are I think that she's the head honcho of everything other than Lucas. They think they're the two in charge. And I was thinking about it today, and Jonathan's pretty much connected to everyone else in this game.
My gut feeling is I'm leaning towards saving Annika over Kayla, just because I feel like Kayla's playing the quiet, under the radar, but like, oh, I'm, golden child sort of thing, and those people get the votes in the end.
Kayla could come out at the end and do something amazing. And just say, hey, I lied in wait this entire game.
So I feel like I would vote out Kayla first. Then I could either go with Tiger Boys, or I could go with Annika and vote out like Lucas or Austin. For all I know, there's a 4-person alliance against me. That'd be smart. They should definitely get me out, because I could probably win in the end. So.
I know I have a huge target on my back, so it's been really tough. I reached out to Annika and Jonathan, and in our group we decided that we wanted Kayla to go, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
We came up with this plan to get out Kayla. Originally she wanted to vote out Austin just because that's who she's been targeting, but Kayla, besides myself, is the only other person that hasn't received a vote this season yet. So I'd like to get Kayla, at least 1 vote, so then if I'm in final tribal with her, I'm the only one that can say I played a perfect game. So this will kind of determine what's going to happen for the next 3 other votes. So I just hope that Jonathan and Annika hopefully realize that and kind of fight for this one, but we're going to see what's going to happen, because I don't know, I'm really nervous.
Welcome the members of the jury. So Sasha, as the last OG New Amsterdam, are you feeling nervous tonight?
Yes. I do think it's gonna be me, only because everyone else around me has been on a trap together before, and I just don't think the odds are in my favor this time.
So Lucas, Sasha thinks it's going to be her tonight. Is it more beneficial to be straight up with someone, or is it more beneficial to lie in case of an idol?
I'll be honest, Sasha messaged me and said, why didn't we all vote Austin? I responded, who voted me? Never did anything sense. So, I'll be honest, I'm voting Sasha tonight.
Sasha, you have a response to that? Why didn't you respond to Lucas?
I think Lucas thinks that everyone is fooled by him downplaying his game, and he claims to be honest, but I'm not a fool, and I knew that he was lying to me, so I'm not gonna feel the need to respond to someone who's lying to me.
We're talking about lying. You said you weren't gonna vote me, and you vote my name down, so
because
it goes both ways.
You're voting tonight, right? You didn't tell me that.
You didn't ask. You didn't respond.
You didn't ask me. First of all, don't act like you didn't sit there and lie to Kim's face when she came up to you and asked you if she was going home. And you're like, oh, I don't know, I never heard about it, but I know you heard about it.
Everyone sitting here can say the same thing.
Okay, cool, but she didn't ask everyone else. She asked you, and you lied straight to her face.
I mean, I think there's other people that lied to her face as well.
Well, you did too. So don't try to act like you're an angel when you don't know what's going on, but you do.
I mean, if I'm being thrown under the bus, in that case, I think at this point it doesn't matter. There's 5 of us that have stuck together this whole game, and I'm not gonna be the only one taking this fall. All 5 of us have stuck together, so.
Sasha, why should people hop on your train? Like, what is your final plea?
There's a huge threat sitting right next to me, and I think if you guys don't vote him out tonight, you're gonna regret it.
Austin, do you think that a lot of this group is playing with their hearts or playing with their heads at this point?
I think it's hard to separate the heart from the head because we've been aligned with each other, so it's hard to break that friendship and break that trust. I think we're all trying to take that step back and say what is best for our games individually. And the problem is, even when you take that step back, it becomes really hard to take Sasha any further because she's already proven that she can win immunities. And if she makes it to the end, I know I'd vote for her. I think she's been the best player in this game, or at least sitting here. I think she clearly has the strongest case to win the game.
To be perfectly honest, if I really thought that I couldn't get far enough with a 5, I would have hopped on a train with Sasha and this game would have been a totally different course of action. I mean, when Jonathan said at the very first day, hey guys, final 5 right here, I thought for sure he was crazy and I was like, alright, so we're gonna vote him next, right? That's happening. Everybody's clear, like he's obviously projecting way too far.
Wait, did you actually want to vote me out?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Final 5, it was the first day. I thought for sure I was making a huge mistake leaving you in this game for as long as it happened. But I'm really happy that I got to take you to 6 and at least be sitting next to you right now. Because she for sure would have won it. If she had the opportunity, she absolutely would have won it.
Sasha, you're getting a lot of praise right now. How much do you think is genuine and how much do you think is to get your jury vote? If you end up
genuine, you can look at my confessions.
If I could split my vote into 5, I'd probably vote for these 5. I really, really enjoy playing this game with these people, so no hard feelings at all.
With that, we'll go to vote.
Okay, Quidova crew all the way, final 5. Finally.
I just fucked up finale if I make it, but you know, you did play a great game. Hopefully you can see past that and see that I played a strong game as well.
This is just a fun vote. I don't know who to vote for.
I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity aisle and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Sasha. Second vote, Sasha. Third vote, Annika. Fourth vote, Sasha. Fifth vote and the 6th member of the jury, Sasha. Sasha, the tribe has spoken.
Love you guys. Peace.
It's been a long time coming for you guys, but now we venture into the unknown. Next time on Survivor Northeastern, Qdoba crew is finally forced to turn on each other.
I think it's straightforward. Yeah. Kayla and Annika don't win.
Jonathan, he is, for a fact, my target for 5.
I absolutely think Jonathan is sticking. Don't worry. I don't think Kayla. I think Kayla's getting into our heads.
And they compete in an exhausting immunity challenge.
Fuck me.
I was unfortunately voted out, but I wish everyone the best of luck. It's been the best experience of my life.
Did you have fun?
No. No, I fucking did. I had fun when I won. That was a crazy time, but it was stressful.
I heard you screamed.
Yeah,
Because the dream fell on the floor.